Hello again, it's OG Math Mosley, and today we're going to be going over order of operations, just kind of the basics and introduction. We'll look at our basic operations, then order of operations, and look at a couple of examples. Okay, so let's get started. So, when considering order of operations, we first need to look at the fact that there are four main operations in mathematics. We have addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. Pretty much everything in mathematics comes back to these four basic operations, and then order of operations. We have our basic sign for addition, the plus sign. We have our subtraction with the minus sign. Multiplication with our x, it's sometimes used to imply multiply. We have the dot that is used the same way, and sometimes, depending on the text or like on a computer, you'll use the little asterisk for multiplication. Division, we have our division bar. We have A over B, so like when we put a number over another number, that implies division. We also use that to show fractions. And then we have our division sign right here, the line with two dots on either side. Right? Addition and subtraction kind of go together. Subtraction undoes addition, right? And addition undoes subtraction. Right? They are kind of the inverses of each other. Right? So this is kind of like undoes subtraction, and this will undoes addition. They undo each other. They go together. We have multiplication here. Multiplication can be thought of repeated addition. This could be repeated addition of the same number. In division, you can also kind of think of that as like repeated subtraction of the same number. Okay. So, and again, division undoes multiplication. Multiplication is the opposite of division. Right? They undo each other. Right? It's the opposite of dividing. And this is the opposite of multiplying. You can spell multiply. Right. So this is, we have our basic operations. Hopefully you're familiar with how these work. So now that we know what they are, kind of how they're related to each other, we'll look at order of operations. So here we have our basic order of operations. Right. Remember this by the saying PEMDAS. P-E-M-D-A-S. You start with parentheses. This would be considered step 1 when doing order of operations. Exponents would be step 2. Okay. Multiplication and division together make step 3. Addition and subtraction together make step 4. All right. With parentheses, we can have as many parentheses as we want within an equation. We can have nested parentheses. So you just kind of work inside out from parentheses. Right? So, for example, if I have 6 plus 2 times 3 plus 4, right? Minus 6. I go inside out. We start with the 6 plus 2, right? This will be step 1 within the parentheses. This is the first set of parentheses we take care of. That will be 8. And then we'd have 3 plus 4 minus 6. Then we take care of the 8 times 3. That's the next set of parentheses. That'd be 24, right, plus 4 minus 6. Now this one, we get 28 minus 6. Now we can take care of the minus 6. And we end up with 22. So again, we start from the inside and move our way out when we have multiple parentheses. This is an example with parentheses only, and we have some other order of operations going on in there. But next we have exponents. Exponents are these little numbers, right? This is the exponent, the 2. That's e squared. You have to the third, to the fourth, to the fifth, to the 100th power. It's an exponent. Those happen with second priority. We'll do parentheses and then exponents. Next comes multiplication and division. Whichever comes first, you go from left to right. And that's what this is saying here. We start with whatever's on the left and go to the right. Whichever one comes first. If I have 3 times 6 divided by 4, do 3 times 6, 18 divided by 4. 18 over 4, I don't know what that is off the top of my head. You do it in a calculator. If it was 6 divided by 3 times 4, right, we're going to get a different answer. We're just going to go from left to right. 6 divided by 3 is 2, times 4 is 8. And you just move left to right with multiplication and division, whichever one comes first. Same occurs with addition and subtraction. Right, and neither one is more important than the other. You just go left to right again. All right, whichever one comes first, you just go left to right. And remember this with PEMDAS. All right, parentheses, exponents, multiplication, division, addition, subtraction. So let's look at examples. So we have our 3 examples here. We have this first one, 3 plus 7 times 6 divided by 3. All right, we have no parentheses. Right. We have no parentheses. And we have no exponents. So that means we go to multiplication division. Right. Left to right, multiplication happens first. So we'll do this operation first. Right, so we'll have 3 plus 7 times 6, which is 42. Right, and then divided by 3. All right, the next operation will be division. 42 divided by 3. Which I believe will be 14. Double check on the calculator. Yep, 14. All right, so then we'll have 3 plus 14. Right, and 3 plus 14 equals 17. And we're done. Our next example, there's just no exponents. Sorry, there is a parentheses, but there's no exponents. So we'll start with our parentheses, right? We have a 6 times 4 in parentheses. That will give us 24. And we'll just write down the rest of the operations we haven't done yet. 24 divided by 3 minus 6 plus 2. Next, we do the division. That one has higher priority than the subtraction or addition. 24 divided by 3 is 8 minus 6 plus 2. Next, we'll do the subtraction because it comes first going left to right. 8 minus 6, 2, plus 2 equals 4. And we're done. So again, we just keep on prioritizing based on the order of operations. Our last example here, we have no parentheses to start. So we'll start with our exponent, right? 2 squared. That gets a higher priority because it's more prioritized than multiplication or division. 2 times 2, which is 2 squared, is 4. And we'll copy down the rest of our operations. Times 9 divided by 3. Right. Next will be the multiplication because it is first going left to right. 4 times 9 is 36. Divided by 3. Right. Then we'll do our division. 36 divided by 3 is 12. Right? The order of operation matters because if I mix any of these things up, I will get different results. Okay? Order of operation guarantees the unique and correct result, which we need. We want to be accurate. All right. If you have any questions, please let me know. Other than that, we'll see you next time.